Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? Now, look, oh my god, another bang out series. I mean, this was so fun to watch, so intense. My butt cheeks were fucking clenched. Look, I like Faze and I respect Miami, and I'm I'm at a point in my life where I just like enjoying the game. So I honestly wouldn't have mind if Miami won this for like the shock factor, but I am happy that Faze made it because I do think these tight end teams will show more consistency throughout the champs run, right? So I'm happy. I'm happy kind of phase one. But look, guys, this could have been easily for Miami. I mean, holy smokes. Definitely, phase don't look the most dominant they have looked compared to other majors. But look, this is champs where anything can happen. You have extra pressure, teams practice extra. You have Miami in surge, pretty much kind of peaking near their all-time form. You also have LA Thieves just swooping in. You had LAG do a decent run last major. And all these teams are kind of showing up at the right time. So, I mean, games like this are bound to happen, but ultimately the experience, the composure, and the skill is what got Faze through today. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed in Real. If Real played slightly better today, they probably do win, um, because he had 30 to 4K less damage than his teammates. So, if he was only like -5 and he had like 2, 3K more damage, these maps could have went Miami's way, but look, ultimately in the end, it is Face Clan, right? You have Draza. Look at him; he has the most damage. I think Draza is probably one of the most impactful ARs, at least top two. Personally, I have him over Celium. Celium is a beast, but I think Draza is just high engagements, high damage. Sometimes, very rarely, he does get pooped on, but it is what it is when you play that role. But overall, Faze do look good, but they don't look the best. So this is a little bit of a concern if you are a Faze fan. But just know, like I said, this is champs. Anything can happen. Their Faze were really high up on the first game. Then Miami kind of brought it back. But in classic fashion, Faze swoop in at the very end to secure it, in classic Faze fashion, which is good. But there will be a time where they won't be able to pull that off. So they really have to clean up because I mean, look, if this was against maybe Optic or Toronto or New York, yes, I know Toronto lost and everything, but at the end of the day, sometimes the top four teams play closer to each other than they do to the bottom teams. But still, anyways, map one was super close. Look, I did say, Phases S&D is a bit lackluster, and Miami's is literally like top two or three in the game right now. And that's why when I made my prediction, I was like, it's not impossible that Miami actually take this series because other than the pressure, I do think Miami had this in the bag. I mean, Miami could have secured at least one other, you know, game mode here, and then the search and destroy, you never know, right? Miami are really good at search and destroy. But yeah, guys, look, this came down to the wire. This came down to pretty much, in my opinion, experience and clutch factor. And Miami don't have it as much as Faze. Faze have that clutch factor. They have that experience. I mean, you have Abizi and Simp, so much experience. Celium, Draza, all world champs, right? All multiple time major winners, some MVPs. So for me, it was that experience dragging them over the line today. But Miami, I'm happy to see what you do and pull off for the rest of the major. Because my God, if games are going to be like this, best champs ever.